Hello there. Welcome to my channel, Maze's Life, where I'm terrible at managing money, but trying to get better. So today's video, I want to jump right into it because my last debt confession video was a little too long for my liking. So we're just gonna jump right in. So today's video, I'm on month two of my monthly debt confessions. And all right, let's get started. So we are now in October. I don't think it's supposed to be written like that, but okay. 23, and I still write ugly. Okay. And so I already ran out all the debts that I had last time. There are no new ones. And then I also wrote out what my previous balance was just to save on time. All right. So now we're going to go by line by line of what my new balances are. So for Chase Freedom, I am at $0 still. So there's a difference of 0. At my Cal Coast Credit Union, I'm still at $0, so that's a difference of 0. My Chase Edge, I'm still at $0, so that's a difference of 0. Oh, I got this template tracker from Mrs. P. She's a YouTuber. Maybe I'll link her down below. Okay. But let's keep going down. So now we're at my USAA signature credit card. And for that one, I'm down to $2,764.50. So I did go down a little bit. I think I discussed, I discussed last month that my minimum payment's only about $28. And there is no interest for the time being. So that one's still going down, and it went down by $28. I should have known that. Anyways, now my diamond card, it is at $3,776.99. My minimum is $41. Let's see if I just paid the minimum. Oh wow, surprise, surprise, I did. At least I didn't go into the negative. So anyways, my BOA Platinum, combining words, is now at $6,581.50. I was talking about how I do not make enough money to pay all my minimum payments and all my bills combined, let alone the extra that I'll need to pay off debt quickly. So you'll see that right now with my USAA rate card, it did go up because I have more in bills every month than I have money coming in. Something that I do need to work on. So let me calculate how much money I went up for just 1 month. So I added an additional, so these are all negative, but I added an additional $730.50. I am working on this. I am reaching out to my different bills to try and lower my monthly payment. I'm looking into quite a few different things. I also need to do like a life check. Right now I have this lifestyle that I'm used to, that I keep living, that I can't afford to live. So I have a few things that I'm having to tackle with and worry about. I know I said last month that I wasn't going to do the Dave Ramsey way, but I did take, or I'm starting to take now, the Dave Ramsey courses, Financial Peace University, at my church. And yeah, so we will see. I'm gonna try and save up that $1,000. Whenever I would try and pay off debt before, I would never save up a minimum of $1,000. I'm gonna try and save up $1,000, especially because my Chase checking account, you need a minimum of $1,000, so that way you don't get hit with a monthly fee of $6. And I've been paying that monthly fee of $6 this whole time. So I'm gonna try and shoot for $1,000 savings before I start tackling this debt, really. But like I said, I can't even begin to tackle it just yet. All right, so now my Chase Sapphire. So my Chase Sapphire, it did go down a little bit. I have quite a bit in interest that I accrue every month, so it does not go down a lot, but at least it goes down some. So let me just calculate that off to the side. And it went down $85.70. So this card, I pay the most in my minimum payment. I pay, it changes every month, just a little bit. So but I pay roughly $283 a month. And you can see $200 of my minimum payment goes to interest. What is that, like 60 something percent? Yeah, let me just calculate that. 85.49 divided by 283. That's only 30%. Did I write that on here? So I have almost a 30% interest rate, but only 30% of my actual payment is going towards the principal, simply because of how much debt is accumulated. Anyways, let's not dwell on it too much. Okay, so my credit card, the total credit card debt that I have for this new balance, last time it was $30,626.05. Now it is $31,135.76. That is not good. Let me see how much I increased. So I increased $509.71. All right, that sucks. Okay, but I do have some good news when it comes to my loans. So let's keep going down to my loans. So with my loans, with my Vivint loan, I was actually able to negotiate to lower that loan. Even though it is 0% interest, I was able to get quite a bit taken off in a credit, if you will, due to several errors on their part, actually. But as you can see, even though my minimum payment is only $37.16, I was able to have it lowered to $1,293.34 of principal, which is almost half, you can see. All right, my student loan, my new balance is $11,845, which, if I were to calculate that, maybe I should get one of those calculators, those pretty ones, so you guys can see instead of hearing me click clack off to the side of the camera. but that is a difference of $81.45. Okay. And then my auto loan, the new balance is $12,463.64, which that looks like it took off a good chunk of money, which I'm happy about. But yes, so that took off $247.08, which is great. That's so much better than my credit cards. Okay, so my personal loan, this is where most of my money goes, especially this huge payment of, oh sorry, now the new balance is $13,495 even. Okay, and let me see, calculate. I wonder how that ended up being even though, anyways, that is a difference of $384. But my payment is $553. So a lot still goes to interest, which sucks. All right, but my new balance is, just for the loans, $39,093.75. It's quite a huge jump, mainly because I have such huge debt payments, but also because of negotiating and getting a credit on this loan. So let me just add all those up so I can determine what that difference is. All right, and that looks great. That is a difference of $2,005.87. All right, that looks great. I wanna kind of like show that these are a little separate. What if I just, yeah, before it was like such a huge wall of text when these two should not be included. All right, so now let me add in so my differences. So as you can see, I just move up the page just a little bit. My total debt last time was $71,725.67. Yeah. $71,725.67 at the beginning of September. Like I said, my debt does go up throughout the month because I can't cover my minimums and my bills. So it goes up, but then at the beginning of the next month, it goes down to make my minimum payments for all my loans and my credit cards, because I only get paid once a month. So all of my bills, my minimums, everything comes out at the beginning of the month. That's how I have it planned. So it could have easily been well over $72,000, but this is what we're gonna start with, the official number. And now let's calculate the new balance with our new numbers. So even though we did go up over $500, we went down over $2,000 here. So our new balance is $229.51, which I'm happy. It went down into the next digits, if you will, and that is a difference of $1,496.16. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, I'm really happy about that, actually. Did make progress in some places. Let's look at my debt trackers. So, for my overall debt, let's see here. I am starting off here, so this will be my Sept 2023, and if I were to, let me get a new highlighter. Let's use this one right here. Because of the $718 a month or a box difference, I can color in 2 boxes for October. That's really good. I'm very happy about that. I wasn't sure how I was gonna do it, but apparently I did it. It was because of that Vivint loan, really. All right, so this is it. This is month 2. All right, and then here's the ugly one that I use to track how much of my loans I'm paying off. So again, this was September start date. Let's just do that instead. And where's my little sheet? So I paid off $2,005.87. If I were to divide that by 411, as you can see there, I can cover 4 boxes. Great. Okay. Oh, that's so much better than this too. And then for my credit cards, we went up, so I cannot color in anything just yet. All right. Well, that is the breakdown of my now almost $70,000 of debt. Thank you for following along. If you stay to the end of the video, I'd love to have you join me on this journey. So hit subscribe, tap the like, leave a comment if you would like. My next video will be out tomorrow. And if you have any advice, please leave it down below, as I would greatly appreciate it. So thank you, and until then, thanks for watching and seeing you next video.